Hey guys, so I'm a total idiot and I was just I just like made the whole recipe and I thought I was recording it and then I went to go press play and I forgot to press record because I'm ditzy. So anyways, and so I'll just kind of walk you through everything I did. So what I started out with was 3 sweet potatoes and I chopped them into cylinders. And then they were, like maybe like a ½ inch cylinder, and then I cut those into 3. So it was almost like little like potato wedges, like French fries. And then I mixed that all in a bowl with salt and this stuff. It's called South African smoke. It's to give it like a smoky flavor, and all that's in here is paprika, salt, garlic, and basil, and it's so good, especially with sweet potatoes. And then a little bit of olive oil, toss it together with my hands, throw it on a baking pan, bake it at 400 degrees for like 30 minutes or until, they're done. And you don't want them too mushy, and you don't want them too burnt, because if you burn them, then they're bitter, and you gotta throw them away. I don't know why people even eat regular potatoes anyways. Like, what's the point? There's like sweet potatoes taste like 1,000,000 times better. They're so much better for you. They're full of beta carotene and fiber and vitamin C and just all good things that your body's like, thank you. So I don't know, like, don't even eat regular potatoes. Why? Anyways, so those are almost done. And then what I did was oh, did I even tell you what this is? It's sweet potatoes, black beans, sauteed mushrooms, and avocado. And the textures surprisingly go really well together. The sweetness with the salty and the savory go really well together. Like, when I cook, I like to combine all of your palates so that you're not craving one thing, it's something when you're done. You don't need dessert or whatever. Like, who eats dessert? Make you a fat ass. So what I did, I started with those in the oven, and then I chopped up my onion and my garlic for both the black beans and for the mushrooms, because they both need it. So I cut a bunch of that and then evenly separated them so that half for the beans, half for the mushrooms, and then I sauteed the garlic and the mushrooms in like a saucepan like this for just like a couple minutes, so that the onion got like a little translucent. And then I added the black beans. I let that cook a little bit, and then I added some sea salt and some red pepper to give it like an extra kick, and then also a little bit of agave syrup just to make it a little sweet. So anyway, so when that was done, which they don't really need to cook long because they're already cooked, the beans are already cooked. They're those organic black beans. It's like in a can from Trader Joe's. So it ended up looking like that, and they're like really good even by themselves. And I set that aside, and then the other half of the garlic and onions I put in a big saute pan like this. You can see over here, and I let the onion and garlic heat up until the onion was translucent, and then I added the mushrooms. I let those cook a little bit, and then we added some salt and pepper, and then I added some of that red wine right there. It's a red wine that my boyfriend and I don't really like, so I like to cook with it, and then I usually end up drinking it anyways. So that right now this is just reducing, and as soon as all of the wine is absorbed, then the mushrooms are done. So that's where I'm at right now. Oh, and then I also I cut up my avocado. So here's my I'm not a good camera person. So here's my avocado. All I did was I chopped the avocado in half, and then you cube out, you make slices like cubes on each of the halves, and then you delicately scoop it out with a spoon. So that's where I'm at, and my sweet potatoes are almost done. It's up here so you can see what is going on. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to move this around a little bit. And this meal, by the way, is so full of everything your body wants. First of all, it's really colorful. So anything that's colorful and looks succulent, it's that way because your body naturally is drawn to things that look good. And when it looks good, that means it's going to be bountiful to your body instead of it being dull. So you always want to make sure like your plate is like vibrant and looks like just like scrumptious, just like like a beautiful woman. She just looks succulent. Like you almost want to eat her. Or for girls, a guy just looks succulent. You just want to eat him. That's kind of how food should be, and it's a natural thing. That's don't go against nature, I guess. Okay, so the last step that I'm going to do with these sweet potatoes, because they're done, I don't want to overcook them. They're going to continue to cook a little bit even after I take them out of the oven. So that's okay. Perfect. So this is what they look like. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and let these cool for just a little so I don't burn my hands. Kind of put them in that bowl. And in the meantime, I am going to take a sip of wine because I like to drink wine when I cook. It makes it a little more relaxing and fun. Okay. So while that's all doing that, I'm going to get my plate ready. Because we're like ready to plate it. So those are actually done perfect. Because none of it's sticking. Halfway through, I took them out and just kind of moved them around a little bit. You want to be delicate when you do that though, because otherwise they will get mushy. And what's good about cooking on this foil is it cooks faster because it's on foil. And foil kind of like absorbs the heat. And then also you have less dishes. You virtually don't have to even cook that. You don't have to clean that pan because there was foil on it. You just throw the foil in. Recycle it, of course. Recycle. All you bad people don't recycle. It's stupid. It's the easiest thing you can do for the environment. Mushrooms are almost done. Put a little bit of that. So this is the white truffle oil I got from Mushroom Boy at our farmer's market. I don't know if everybody has a farmer's market, or I hope everybody does. And at our farmer's market, we have this great Mushroom Boy that has like these cool exotic mushrooms and all kinds of truffles and truffle oils. The mushrooms that I'm using now in this are baby portobellas and some exotic mushroom that I got from this little local market. And they're like Japanese mushrooms. I don't even know what they're called, but they're so good. And I wish you could have seen a picture of them before because they're like really pretty. Like they're pretty mushrooms. They're like almost like a little bouquet of flowers. You don't even want to tear them apart. So you just put a little bit of this truffle oil in here. Not, you don't want to do too much. Ooh, that's so good. And then I just use my hands, even though they're hot, to mix that oil out. The smell is like so good. And so now I'm going to go ahead and plate this. Put this down here so you can see. And I'm going to do all of it. Because usually, like, if you plate too much on a plate, like, it just kind of looks ugly. So I just like to do a little bit. And then, you know, we'll obviously, like, eat the rest later. So that's on there. And then on top of that, I'm going to do the black beans. So just kind of like layering all this together. Delicately, the black beans. I should have put the black beans on the bottom actually, but whatever. This one is done. These little guys that got away, put them back here. I'm going to make everything kind of flat since we're stacking it, you know, so it doesn't all like mound over. We're kind of layering it. Right. And these are like pretty much done, so I'm going to take that off the heat. I'm going to move this all out of the way. I'm going to bring this over here. Take a fork here and put that on top of the beans. I mean, I really wish that there would be more vegan restaurants because I don't think chefs understand how creative and flavorful you can get with cooking vegan. I mean, think about meat. Like, there's only so many different kinds of meats. Think about how many different kinds of fruits and vegetables and, you know, grains there are. There's so many of them that, I mean, it's a no-brainer, and they're all so full of flavor that it amazes me that people have not caught on to this. You know, like, this meal probably tastes way better than any filet mignon. And I don't mean to sound like snooty or anything, but seriously. It feels good eating it because it's so healthy. You're full of energy when you're done eating it. You don't gain any weight because your body uses the nutrients so well. And you look younger. I mean, the benefits, literally, I mean, I could go on and on and on about the benefits, but I'm not going to bore you. All right, so what I like to do when I plate it is I'll clean off the edges of everything of the plate because I want it to be pretty. So, because I'm OCD like that, and it's a sign of respect when you're serving somebody to have it be a clean presentation. That's why in sushi they say like 80% of it is about presentation because it's respect of who they're serving. And my boyfriend, he's a cyclist. He's like an awesome cyclist, and so he like goes almost every day, goes like 50 miles every day. So he burns like all these calories. Like I would drop over dead, but he burns like, you know, 3,000 calories in one ride. And so he comes home and he's starving. So I always like to have like a couple of really good, like beautiful, healthy, nourishing dishes to, you know, replenish his body because, you know, you're just depleted after burning way more than what your body even consumes in a day. So it's nice to do. I love cooking for other people, especially people that I love. So anyways, here's the finished product. And it is so yummy. I'm going to take one bite and try not to make a mess of this presentation. Try to get a little bit of everything in it. Just a little bite. Oops. I lost the mushroom. Oh, come on. Okay. This is kind of a bigger bite than I wanted. Mmm. That is good. You will love this. I'll put it on my website, lovingvegangoddess.com. You'll love this. All right, everybody. See ya tomorrow. Peace out.